myself in The Sims. This has got to be the easiest build I've ever really done, mainly because this is all just stuff that I like. It was a pretty relaxing build overall. If I had to describe my style, I'd say it's very mod, but also very artsy. I arranged the build very differently from the way I arrange houses for my Sim. I try to vary what my Sims houses look like as much as possible while also being realistic, but this wasn't for realism or trying to make sure I don't have copycats. I arranged the house to be able to access first what I usually want to access first in my own personal life. So before you walk through the front door, I have a little carpet to wipe your shoes on, of course. Or I have some flowers, you know, just nice pretty flowers. I love nature, so. And then you enter into the mud room, and then we have this coat rack for anything you would want to hang up, you know, like your coat, hat, scarves, gloves. We have this nice poster of something, like a play or something, and we have a shoe rack and a bin for your clothes. I figure a mudroom, that's what it should have. Head to toe service, get the dirt off everything. Before you sit on my couch, you're going to be clean. And this room has a pretty 70s style. It has a really nice carpet that I love the colors too. And I love the wall as well, this 70s style wall. To the right of us, we have this open doorway. I really like open spaces, and I love the colors in this room. Now this room, the reason I say I arranged it differently is this room isn't a living room. I would not consider this a living room because this doesn't have a TV. This is just a study room. So the thing about my personal taste is I'm not a TV person unless I am in a social environment where I'm going to watch a movie or a TV show with other people. I never sit down and just watch a movie or a TV show by myself. I'm just not like that. What I am screen addicted though. I do love my PC, and so I definitely put that in the very first room because I know I need that, and that's kind of my first priority. And then we have, you know, study stuff, so we have a ton of books. I love reading personally. I know a lot of people don't. I just love a calming environment where I can sit down and I can just read a book for a little bit. The record player also functions as a radio player in The Sims, so I can listen to music while I'm in here. And then to the left of us, we have my kitchen. The kitchen I really love, but the style I also don't really know how to define. I would say mod and 70s are the best ways to describe my styles because those seem to really overrule everything. It's colorful, it's fruity. I would also say traditional. I like a lot of clean, traditional things to coincide with my love for very colorful, out there things. I mean, what's chaos without order? I want to have both intertwining. And so now we have this garage. The garage is just really simple. It's meant to be a really simple room. I didn't want much in it. I just wanted a fish tank, the ability to do laundry, and a painter's easel, you know, for any like painting work I do to really just concentrate on painting in general. Upstairs, and I just really love this hallway. I really love the colors. I love the aesthetic of it. I wouldn't even know what to call it. It reminds me of being inside a furniture store, like one of those good furniture stores, like a bohemian furniture store where everything is super fucking pretty but also extremely expensive. And this bathroom I tried to make look French luxury style, but not have it be so cold, because a lot of the bathrooms that are like that, I don't like. The white is a little bit too much. It's a bit too stark. So I wanted this bathroom to feel clean, but also warm and calming at the same time. I think with the warm colors added, like the blues and slight bits of orange and green, I think that really pushed it over the top. What I like is for a space to feel breathable but not empty, and cozy. I want it to feel cozy. I want it to feel homely, but also like you have a lot of space. So I love seeing designs that include both, you know, a lot of really good design, a lot of intricacy in the work, but also having room to breathe and having, because you know, you have to honor like you have to know when simplicity is better than chaos when it comes to builds. And so in here you have my little yoga room, little yoga studio, I guess is what they call it. I wanted to do a workout room, but I decided against it because I didn't have enough space, and I could have made more space, but I didn't think that that was right for the build. I didn't like the way it looked for the build. So I preferred this, and my sim can just go to the gym herself until she has a reason to have an at-home gym. Like having a baby. Having a baby! I went for a clean Japanese style on this. Kind of a mix of warm, earthy, but also cold tones. But I think it doesn't look muddled. I think it turned out looking pretty nice, pretty coherent. And now we have my bedroom. I love this door. One of my favorite doors in the game. Purple rug, because purple is my favorite color. We got the llama hanging up. The symbols, I don't know if they're meant to represent something religious or I don't know. I just, all I know is that I love llamas. Llamas are cute. Alpacas, and they're so fucking cute. They look so fuzzy and adorable, and then they'll open their mouth and then it'll just be horrible. And it's so funny. It gets me every fucking time. That's why I love llamas smiling. And I know that they put that in the game because llamas are sort of a thing for Sims. But llamas are a really cool animal, so they should be a thing. And then we have some records on the wall that are in art. I don't listen to records. I was never, like, I was born in 2000, so as I grew up, I wasn't in that phase where people listened to records. I mean, people weren't even listening to tapes anymore, and that was kind of like dying down. We were getting past old MP3s and etc. But I did love CDs as a kid, and I love art on CDs, and I would collect CDs just to sit and look at them. And we have a shelf here. The shelf has candles. I already said I'm a candle girl, you know. And it has a globe because I fucking love globes and maps. I gotta say, I love the aesthetic of globes and maps and submarines and like any travel type of thing. I love that aesthetic so much. Give me just a suitcase and I'll be like, this is so pretty. Oh my god, a suitcase. An old suitcase. Can I hang this up in my room? An old suitcase. We have an old tiny camera here. I love old timey stuff. I would love to own a phonograph someday rather than a record player, but phonographs, I haven't been able to find a functional phonograph for Sims 4 that looks nice. And we have just some little like paintings around. We have those little things in the corner with the heart and the peace sign. Those remind me of exactly what I would make as a kid. The peace sign with the stuff coming off of it I wouldn't do because that's about gender, and I would be a kid, so I wouldn't care. It's not like I really care anyways. And so I would just make the peace sign just as a peace sign. I do think that there should be peace among men and women. I think there should be peace among everyone for the right reasons, in the right ways, you know. And we have a purple and black bed because those are my favorite colors. That's my favorite color combo, purple and black. Here we just have some photos. I picked this little heart thing not because I think it's unique, But because I have done that so many times, like, that's been a trend with me over the years. At first, when I was a little kid, when I was like 12 years old, because I saw a photo of someone who did this with Polaroids. So I was like, bitch, I'm gonna do that. And so I made it super complicated for myself because I didn't have the money for a Polaroid camera, obviously. And I cut out all these pictures, like all these squares and they were like all the same size squares, this scenery that I like, because I got a bunch of National Geographics, and so I just flipped through a ton of them and I cut out pictures, made all these pictures into a heart on my wall. That was the heart for a really long time. And then when I was like 15, I thought, that's fucking stupid that I did that. It looks so bad. It had a picture of Taylor Swift on it because I loved Taylor Swift. And so I ripped it all down. And over the years, I've still, like, I still have a heart on my wall made with pictures, but it's made with actual photos. Family photos from my childhood and different photos just in a heart on my wall. But that's a much bigger heart, and it's a much more complex heart. Right here we just have like something pretty simple, a book stand. I love academic shit like this. I want to live in a house that looks like I'm a wizard, so I would love to have a book stand like this, and a bunch of awards. I gotta be honest, I'm a person who gets very proud of her accomplishments, not in a conceited way, but I would keep awards, and I have before, and they've been destroyed because where I live we have a lot of natural disasters. I love this cartoony graphic up here with the woman with the blonde hair and the red lips, and then this other cartoony graphic as well with the woman with the blonde hair and the blue dress and the striped leggings. I fucking love that. I love that style. I wear that outfit. She reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, and I love Alice in Wonderland. Like, Alice in Wonderland is my top favorite Disney princess. I don't know if she's a Disney princess, but she's a Disney character. She's my top favorite Disney character. And now all we have left is my backyard that we're gonna go into here. I've decided to play with a horse because I think, not to sound like a horse girl, but horses are beautiful and they're pretty interesting creatures. They're pretty intelligent creatures. So I'm guessing that the gameplay is going to be a lot more involved than the majority of what we already have in The Sims, which I don't like how little we can be involved with the cats and the dogs, honestly. I think that we have very, very limited functions. It's not even like owning your own cat. It's more like playing with a friend, like going to a friend's house to play with their cat. We don't have enough functions. So that's why I went to the horse. I don't know, I just think it's also, I mean, it's great for your ass to ride horses. I have always wanted to be a horse riding girl because, you know, also the outfits in horse riding. You guys seen those outfits? Oh my god. I love them. They're something. They designed those outfits to look very good. So I really love horse riding as a sport. But yeah, people, riding horses is great for your ass and it's great for your thighs. So I'm just saying, if you want to look nice and toned. So I just have some stuff down here for the horse. And then I also have a pergola with a nice lounge chair, a nice cute little table with a candle on it, a magazine holder next to it, some magazines strewn out on the table, and a little pizza oven because I used to have this old landlord and neighbor named Ted who had a pizza oven, and because he was my neighbor, he lived like extremely close. You could walk to his house through the backyard. So we were really close, and he had a pizza oven, and so whenever I was a kid and I used to go play out in the backyard or in the front yard, I just, would run through and I would see his pizza oven that he has, and I think those things are so cool, and they're so durable, and they're so smart. I mean, they're genius. Cooking something inside of a bunch of bricks and it tastes that good, hell yeah. And then we just have like a nice little bench for anyone who wants to come by and have a party with me and sit down. I have this nice pretty little bench with look at the luxurious rug on it. It looks like the back of an Arctic polar bear. Oh, you guys remember that Filthy Frank song?
What a polar bear ceiling fan cooling down my back, and a kangaroo pouch to hold my diamonds and rags.
I miss Papa Frank. Alright, so that's my entire build. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye, ducklings.
For you have a way of promising things, and